Hey everybody, welcome to a brand new episode of the Civil Canadians. I am Scotty V. Now what I'm going to talk to you guys about now is Marvel Phase 5, which I believe they will be announcing Phase 5 at D23 in August. So I'm going to just give you a quick, my quick thoughts on what I think will be announced at D23, just because Kevin Feige did not have enough time to talk about Fantastic Four, the X-Men, and all the other projects. So I'm going to assume that Phase 5 is probably going to be consisted of these movies. So definitely Fantastic Four will be in the next phase, because Phase 4 is within the next 2 years, and I think 2 to 3 years is good for them to develop and shoot the Fantastic Four. Another thing they will announce, I think, will be Black Panther 2, also Captain Marvel 2, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, that's for sure, and possibly an Avengers movie and also an X-Men. Now, Phase 4 is the first Marvel phase that doesn't end with an Avengers movie. Kevin Feige already explained why, because Avengers Endgame was the end game for the original Avengers. So when the next Avengers movie does come out, we're going to be going into a fresh new team with Spider-Man, Black Panther, Captain Marvel. I'm just going to go down my list here, what I have here. So what I have here for Phase 5 is Fantastic Four. So they're still in the creative process for the Fantastic Four. I know at one point it was rumored Peyton Reed, the director of Ant-Man and the Wasp, was trying to pitch his idea for a Fantastic Four movie taking place in the 1960s, and then after they go on a mission and they're stuck in the quantum realm for how many years, and then that's how they get their Fantastic Four powers. So Mr. Fantastic, the Thing, Human Torch, and Invisible Woman. So they would have got their powers into the quantum realm. I'm fine with that. Everything revolves around the quantum realm. They had to go in the quantum realm during Avengers Endgame to get the stone. So I'm okay with that. You already know who I want as my team. So check out that video in the description below. Alright, guys? So the next thing, I'm going to assume there's going to be Black Panther 2, like I said earlier. I have no idea what story they'll go on with Black Panther 2. I enjoyed the first Black Panther movie, but I had to watch it a couple of times before I actually said, okay, I really like it. So they can go a lot of ways. Obviously, they could explore what happened during those 5 years when Black Panther was gone, but it wouldn't make sense because Black Panther is the star of the movie. Maybe just a quick homage on how things were run during those 5 years. Another thing can be Captain Marvel 2. Now, Captain Marvel is an interesting thing because she's been in space since 1995. So if they really wanted to go do like a prequel to whatever, they can explore those 20 plus years when she was helping the Kree Skrull, or fighting the Kree and helping the Skrull find a new home. So that can be an option, or they can do modern time like what they did with Captain America, a past film for her first, and then the second one modern day, which is just a better idea. And they can, in the sequel, they can just explore a little bit more about her 20 plus years in outer space. Another thing, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Now, Taika or James Gunn did say Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will be a post Thor Love and Thunder. So that could be anything. We have to understand what's going on during Thor Love and Thunder. And also I think they're going to probably hunt down Gamora, because Gamora's alive and she did survive the snap from Tony Stark. Another thing they have on the list is, or I have on the list, is an X-Men. Kevin Feige didn't directly call it X-Men. He called them mutants, and how they would be coming to the MCU. They're going to do something fresh. I trust them. I have no idea how to bring the X-Men in. Wolverine's my favorite. He's always been my favorite. So if they can bring, maybe in another movie, Hulk, maybe Professor Hulk, like he lost it and the Hulk took over completely, and Wolverine is hunting him and fight him. So that would be pretty awesome to see Wolverine and Hulk fight on. It would be a great introduction to Wolverine to the MCU. And the Young Avengers could be It will be with Spider-Man, Black Panther, a whole new roster of Avengers. Just because the original Avengers are pretty much done. Captain America's really old. Iron Man's dead. Black Widow's dead. Hawkeye's getting his own TV show. So yeah, and another thing will be Blade, because Blade was announced. That was a big surprise. Ali is playing Blade. So that was not. Kevin Feige did confirm that will not be a Phase 4 film. So I'm gonna believe it will be a Phase 5. So probably Phase 5 will start off with Blade, and then I would say Black Panther 2, and then Fantastic Four, and then Captain Marvel, or Guardians 3, Captain Marvel, and whatever. It's still too early. We don't know what their plans are, but I think it'll be Blade, Captain Marvel, Guardians 3, then Fantastic Four, and X-Men. Maybe, and then Black Panther somewhere in there. A lot of people were complaining about Spider-Man and Spider-Man not being on the Phase 4 slate. It's because Sony owns the rights to the Spider-Man movies, and so it's their place to make the announcement. So if you look at the past history, Sony announced Homecoming, then they announced Far From Home. So it's all on Sony. So give it a couple of weeks, maybe a month or so, before they announce the sequel to Far From Home, which is great because congratulations to Far From Home and the whole team, Marvel Studios and Sony, for the first Spider-Man movie to hit $1 billion. So that's a big achievement. So yeah, that's it for my Phase 5 breakdown. So Fantastic Four will definitely be on there. X-Men, Black Panther 2. So basically all the things that Kevin Feige announced at the end, which he didn't have time to show, will most likely show up between Phase 5 and Phase 6. So I am pretty sure that Fantastic Four will be in Phase 5, but who knows. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with the Fantastic Four, because we had really bad movies with Fantastic Four. So I want to see how they're going to redeem it, because Kevin Feige says they're going to get the well-deserved praise that they should have gotten a long time ago. So that's it, guys. Later on during this month in August and September is going to make 4 years that the Civil Canadians have been on YouTube. So I have something special planned for our fourth year on YouTube, and I will be talking about Doctor Strange, WandaVision next week. I'm just a little tight right now because I have 2 jobs, so I'm kind of booked right now, but I'm definitely going to be doing a WandaVision, Doctor Strange 2, and all that kind of stuff soon. Alright, guys, see you soon. Be good. Take care. Brush your hair. See you later.